Good morning, dear students. This is Sudhi Shukla. Hope you are well in this pandemic. I wish you will take care of yourself. So, dear students, let's start our discussion for the topic Basic Transmission Theory. So, we all know the design of a satellite communication is such not easy process. It is a quite complex. So in order to obtain the maximum performance, some of the factors, there are some of the dominating factors which are related to the design are. The first one is, dear students, the dominating factors. Let me write. I am just writing the dominating factors which are associated. The first one is weight of the satellite. ये वो factors है which are related to the design and are associated with the maximum performance. So first one is the weight of the satellite. The second one is the DC power generated on a board. The third one is frequency band allocation for satellite communication. And the fourth one is multiple access techniques. So dear students, in order to obtain a maximum performance, we have to put our eyes on these 4 points. जिसमें कि पहला जो सैटेलाइट है उसका वेट है. कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि उसका वेट इतना ज़्यादा हो जाए कि कहीं ना कहीं वेट ही फैक्टर बन जाए उसके परफॉर्मेंस डिग्रेड होने का. द सेकेंड वन इज डीसी पावर जनरेटेड ऑन अ बोर्ड. जो पावर जनरेट हो रहा है ऑन बोर्ड कहीं ना कहीं वो भी मैटर करता है. द नेक्स्ट वन इज फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड एलोकेशन फॉर सैटेलाइट कम्युनिकेशन. जो फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड एलोकेट कर रहे हैं, आई हैव टोल्ड यू इन माय प्रीवियस डिस्कशन दैट every countries are allotted of fixed slots in which they can only launch their satellites or put their satellites into. तो उसके साथ साथ जो सैटेलाइट्स हैं वो एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी पे वर्क करते हैं और उनको एक बैंड एलोकेट किया जाता है and that is what called frequency band allocation. तो यहाँ communication point of view से we can say कि for frequency band allocation for a satellite. The next one is multiple access techniques. चाहे वो TDM में हो चाहे वो FDM में हो. Along with that, technically if we say the radio frequency range of satellite communication is just determined by absorption, scattering and refraction effects in the atmosphere or galactic noise. Galactic noise means galaxy से associated जो noise है, that is what called galactic noise. And thermal noise because of the atmosphere And the third one is appropriate satellite antenna gain. So students, the satellite link gives the estimate power data satellite will receive from the transmitting earth station, and जो power received होता है by the receiving earth station from satellite repeaters. So the factors affecting the link design are discussed earlier. So the major factors in the link design, the frequency of uplink and downlink, that is 6/4. हम कौन सा स्टैंडर्ड फॉलो करते हैं? 6/4 गीगाहर्ट्ज. So that may be, I mean to say, the satellite link may be either the satellite link may be either point to point, point to point, or it may be point to multi-point, point to multi-point. It may be point to point, or it may be point to multi-point. So point to point means directly satellite is communicating with the antennas. Likewise, the example is DTH. And in few of the case, the satellite communicates with the earth station communicate with the next earth station, or earth station communicate with the towers, and with via the towers users can enjoy the service provided by the satellite. So that becomes the case of point to multi-point. Generally, there are large number of earth stations sharing one satellite and providing many interconnecting paths. So some of these may be through one transponder, with the results that the available communication capacity of the transponder must be shared among several earth stations. And this sharing technique is called multiple access. What is it called? Multiple access. And may be achieved by sharing the transponder bandwidth in separate frequency slots, that is through FDMA, or the transponder availability in discrete time slots, that means TDMA. One more technique there is code division multiple access, to which we say generally CDMA or SPAD spectrum. Shares the transponder by allowing coded signals to overlap in time and frequency. So communication system must be designed to achieve some minimum performance standards within the limitations of a transmitter power and RF bandwidth. So the most important factor in information channel is what called signal to noise ratio. And dear students, we know कि जो signal to noise ratio है, that is very important in the case of communication, and इसकी जो value है S by N की, that is always expected to be large. So it depends upon carrier to noise ratio, C by N ratio, of the RF or IF signal in the receiver, the type of modulation, and the baseband channel bandwidth in the receiver. So along with these things, the weight of the satellite is limited by the cost of launching a spacecraft into geostationary orbit. कहीं ना कहीं वेट भी मैटर करता है, एज आई हैव मेंशन्ड. तो इनके साथ जब कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम की हम बात करते हैं, तो उस केस में कहीं ना कहीं जब पावर को हम एसोसिएट करते हैं whenever, तो उस केस में चाहे वो ट्रांसमिटेड पावर की बात करें, चाहे वो रिसीव्ड पावर की बात करें, डियर स्टूडेंट्स, बोथ आर इंपॉर्टेंट. और वी ऑल नो कि ट्रांसमिटेड पावर इज ऑलवेज हाई, क्योंकि whenever we are dealing with the satellite, that means we are going for the large distance, and as distance goes increasing, the strength of the signal becomes weak. और उसकी वजह से जो received power है that becomes much important. So for the calculation of received power, we go for the knowledge of or the basics of transmission theory. That's what called basic transmission theory. So that topic will be discussed in my next video. Thank you, students, for this discussion.